MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 6 of this year's Fall Classic between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Cleveland Indians. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, obviously, a lot of things still up in the air as we get ready for Game 6.
It's been a tight series so far, which we kind of expected when we started. But now it's backs up against the wall time. The series has shifted locations, and now these guys need to win the final 2 games at home to win it. This crowd should certainly help, but they've still got a tough task at hand.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your defending American League Central champion, Cleveland Indians.
And briefly here, a glance at the 2 starters who'll get the ball here in this one. Time now to look at the Diamondbacks starting lineup. Dero, what's the key if they want to be crowned World Series champs here tonight?
Matty, I know I'm stating the obvious, but the middle of the order has to come through today. You got guys that are playing way above their pay grade on the periphery, and it's time for them to look and see the big boys do their job.
Mike Garcia will look to keep their World Series hopes alive on the mound. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy's been throwing the ball great. How about in his last start? Only allowed 3 hits, worked deep in the game to get the win, and we'll see if he can match that in this one and make it 2 good starts in a row.
Here's how the Indians are setting up on D. And the guy patrolling center field today, I can't emphasize this enough. If you want a good ball club, you better be strong up the middle. Center field being that main component with catcher, shortstop, and second base. This guy takes tremendous routes to the ball, strong and accurate arm, and just a leader on the field.
Stepping up to the plate, Tony Womack. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Tony Womack.
Here comes the first pitch. First pitch of the night is taken for ball 1, and we are underway from Kansas City. And back-to-back pitches out of the zone to begin the evening. It's 2-0 now. Now the 2-0 is going to be a drag bunt. He gets it down. Throw to first will get him as they pounce on it quickly to snuff out the bunt attempt.
In the second spot, second baseman, Craig Counsell.
At the plate, Craig Counsell, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. The 0-1 pitch. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. And set up behind the dish is Clyde Washington, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Matty, Clyde's my type of umpire. I didn't mind the low strike zone, and that's exactly what he has. If you're not going to give him above the belt, I'm okay with it.
D-Row, you know, one of the things I guess with Clyde is he is a real good low strike umpire. Pitchers seem to like him more than hitters, but one thing I will say, he has a very consistent zone. It's a low zone, but a consistent zone.
Batting third, left fielder, Luis Gonzalez.
Striding into the box, Luis Gonzalez, man at first for him following the one-out single. From the stretch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
Hey, I think this is going to be the key to his success out on the mound. That good movement on that two-seam fastball is going to keep that ball in the yard and keep this offense on its toes.
Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball one. Counsell stands at first with one out. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
The 2-2. Right side, fair ball down the line. And they'll have runners at the corners following the one-out single.
Hey, a little top-of-the-order lightning right here, Dan. The second and third guys in the batting order throw knocks out there, and now you're staring a monster in the face.
D-Row, this is just what you don't want to face as a pitcher, right? You get the 2 and 3 hole guys up, and all of a sudden now it's 4, 5, and 6 going to have to get through the meat of this tough batting order.
Runners are at the corners with one man out. Hit hard on the ground to second, and there's a base hit as the Diamondbacks are going to get on the board first. It's 1-0, and no chance there. He'll make it to third safely.
Hey, D-Row, they're making this guy pay. That's 3 straight singles and a run driven in.
Yeah, nothing hit extremely hard. Killing them softly, station to station with those knocks.
Into the box now, Danny Batista, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Hey, I know there's a lot of game left, but that is such an important run there in the top of the first. Try and silence this crowd. I can't tell you, in postseason play, 1 run feels like 3 or 4.
Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
In a big spot like this, you have to be looking for something you can handle. That pitch bunched him up completely, so I think he's trying to do a little bit too much right now.
Fouled away. Again, a 1-2. Line towards center field. Base hit, and that'll get a run in. Long throw to third. And he is in there.
Hey, this pitcher better make an adjustment. That's a lot of loud contact. That's 4 bullets in the first inning to open up this game.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that one just missed outside. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Here's the 1-1 delivery. There's a strike. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a little tapper. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Still only 1 out in the inning. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Well, giving up hits is one thing, but judging by that last pitch, he doesn't have any consistency with his release point right now. He doesn't know where it's going, and he knows it.
The 2-2. Right back at him, but I think it got his glove. Thankfully, he's able to recover, and he gets the 2nd out at first. Well, this is certainly something you never want to see. Perhaps the silver lining here, if there is one, is that got him in the non-throwing arm. So if he had to work his way through this, he probably could, assuming, of course, that there's nothing broken in there. And I think he is indeed planning to give it another go. Coming to the plate now, Mark Grace. And now the Diamondbacks look to push more across in the opening frame. First pitch on its way. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
The 1-0. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Slow roller back to the mound. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. D-backs out in front, 3-0. And with that, let's get a look at the starting lineup for the Indians. How do they go about staying alive in this one, D-Row?
Well, Matt, I'm looking for someone to step up right now. Down 3 runs, someone's going to have to hit a gapper with runners in scoring position. It all starts with the leadoff guy. Find a way to execute and get himself on base. See if they can get a rally started and get back in this.
Al Lopez gets the ball with a world championship on the line. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Well, Matt, the first thing we're going to find out is how well this guy pitches with little sleep. I can't imagine knowing that you're going to be the next day starting pitcher the night before. This is a young guy making his first start. Listen, you can only make your debut one time, so there has to be lots going on in this guy's mind. Hopefully he can settle down early and pitch well in his debut.
All right, here's the defensive alignment for the Arizona Diamondbacks. And when you talk about third base, you talk about a step and a dive. But you better have something to go with it when you get to your knees. And that's what this guy has, an absolute howitzer.
Leading off with a drive, left fielder, Al Smith.
First delivery to him on the way. Another slow breaking ball that misses down low. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And this is a fastball that's right on the black but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now. Now that ball's hit well deep down the left field line, headed toward the foul pole. Nearly a big fly to start the inning, instead of foul ball. Now the 2-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. Here now the 2-2. He's offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3.
I think he had his mind made up. He was swinging the bat and trying to protect before the ball even left the pitcher's hand. That pitch wasn't even close. He would have needed a flagpole to hit that one.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. A high fastball is in there. Set to deliver the 0-1. A little bouncer. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Not a bad pitch right there on 0-2, a fastball. And I think as a hitter right now, you have to continue to go up there looking to hit off the fastball.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. And with 2 away now, let's take another look at our playoff brackets. And of course, the question on everybody's mind, will we crown a champion here tonight? Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And that misses, ball 1.
You want to talk about setting the tone and getting your teammates relaxed? That's exactly what this pitcher did, coming in and punching tickets. First 2 batters of the game.
And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Two out, nobody on. Now a swing and a deep drive to right. Over the bullpen and gone. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His first homer here in the series, and the Indians are now on the board. It's a 3-1 ball game. A majestic home run, and we'll look at it again with show track. The velocity off the bat came in at 117 miles an hour, so that's one of the hardest hit home runs you'll see all year long. Amazing stuff.
Batting fourth, third baseman, Al Rosen.
Here comes the first pitch. No balls and a strike to count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Popped him up. Miller is there. And that ends the inning. Indians able to get one back thanks to the home run. Second inning coming up. It's now a 3-1 ball game. Now at the plate, Damian Miller. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
First offering on its way. 0-1 the count. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1.
After two breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
He's fallen behind now. 3-1. The 3-1. Very weakly on the ground, but it gets fouled. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And that misses for ball 4. So it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
Yeah, and as a starter, the last thing you want to do is let a team answer when your guys just scored a run for you. So he's thinking ground ball right here to try to get a double play and end this threat.
The pitcher, Al Lopez, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation. So let's see if that is indeed on right here. He's set, and the pitch. And they'll indeed have the pitcher squaring around as he puts this one down.
I'm not here to make excuses, but it is cold tonight, and it looks a little damp out there, too. The ball might have just slipped out of his hands on that one.
Into the box, Tony Womack, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Miller at second. Lopez on at first with nobody out. And he's caught looking at a beautiful curveball there as that buckled him for the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 4.
Ready for another chance, Craig Counsell. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Big curveball right down the middle for strike number 2.
I know to the fans that probably looked like something good to hit, but unless you're sitting breaking ball right there, I don't care if it's middle of the plate. That's a tough pitch to pull the trigger on.
The 0-2 pitch. The fastball down near the shoe tops. First and second now, one man out. The 1-2. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Here he comes again, 1-2. Popped him up. Avila has a play. 2 down.
The left fielder, number 20, Luis Gonzalez.
So coming to the plate, Luis Gonzalez. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line drive snagged on a short hop, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Diamondbacks strand a pair, and it's still 3-1. So digging in now, Thick Words, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Cut fastball taken for strike 1. Words playing here in his age 29 season. This is his first year at the big league level. And he takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2. Oh, 2 is a fastball that misses inside. 1-2 now.
Hey, I can understand why he wanted to elevate the fastball right there. This batter's eyes have been lit up since he stepped in the box. Let's see if he gets him fishing on something breaking in the dirt right here.
And he fouls this one off. The 1-2 is in off the plate. The 2-2 one more time. Now a swing, and he pops him up right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate, and he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop out. Well executed pitch there.
So stepping in, number 17. He'll get his first shot with the bat here. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. One out, nobody on. Takes a knee-high fastball. The 1-2. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Sanders waits on it, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Batting 7, the shortstop, George Strickland.
Striding in for the Indians, George Strickland. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Missed with a slider.
1 ball, no strike.
This is skied into short left center. Womack over to his right. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Tribe, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Standing in, Reggie Sanders. He singled his last time up.
Reggie Sanders.
First delivery to him on the way. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at. Hit hard on the ground to second, and that finds its way through for a base hit. So it's a good start to the inning for the Diamondbacks. Leadoff hitters aboard.
Hey, there's a base hit to lead off the third inning. Talk about having a lot of traffic, D-Roll. He's given up several hits already, so he's been in the stretch most of the game.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Dan. That is the name of the game for this offense. They're trying to get this guy in the stretch. Hopefully he misses over the heart of the plate like he's been doing so far up until this point.
Standing in now, Danny Batista, as he lifts it in the air to right field. Number 17 is over a few steps as he puts it away for the first out.
Now batting, third baseman, Matt Williams.
Coming to the plate now, Matt Williams. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Now a move over to first, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a ball, 1-0. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. Third inning here. 3-1 our score. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
The 1-2. Lined hard to center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
First baseman, number 17, Mark Grace.
Up next for Arizona, Mark Grace. From the stretch, here's the pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Sanders leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. One ball and one strike to the Diamondbacks first baseman. Pulled toward right center field. Doby on the move. A dive, and he brings it in. And on a fantastic play, the inning is over. Worth a second look here, as this is a beauty to end the inning. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this.
Leading off with a Tribe, catcher, number 4.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fouled off wide at first, but boy, that had some zip on it. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Missed with a breaking ball.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
The 1-2. And it's fouled away. The 1-2. Again, he sends it out of play. Here's another 1-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down.
He put up a pretty good battle at the plate right there. They finally get him on a 1-2 pitch, but you could see that he wasn't laying down without a fight. He really made the pitcher earn that strikeout.
Stepping in now, Mike Garcia. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. And the changeup is way low that time.
Can't allow yourself to lose focus right here with the pitcher up. Got to stay on the attack. Minimize pitches against these guys and put them away early.
Here it comes, 2-0. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time.
I think he just subscribed to the swing hard in case you hit it philosophy of hitting. As a pitcher, why not? Better than standing up there like you've never held a bat before.
Inside for a ball as he falls behind to him here, 3-1.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
The 3-1. Popped foul, and it looks like that's going to make it into the VIP seats. High in the air into shallow left center. Womack calls for it. 2 gone.
Now batting, left fielder, Al Smith.
Now at the plate, Al Smith. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a breaking ball stays outside.
Kind of a surprise not to see a fastball on the first pitch there. The guy's probably taking at least one pitch to give his pitcher a chance to sit down after he already made the second out.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. He's through first and hustling for second. And now that'll hop over the wall, so he'll be at second here with 2 away on a ground rule double.
There's a deep fly ball. Doesn't quite get out of the ballpark, but it hits in the right spot as it bounces off that hard warning track and over the wall for a ground rule double. Not sure if he had triple on his mind, but I doubt he'll complain too much about getting to coast into second base.
Into the box now, Bobby Avila. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And it's a foul ball. Now the 1-1 pitch. Ground ball right side. Counsell comes up with it. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Now at the plate, Damian Miller. He drew a walk his first time up.
Damian Miller.
Pitch on the way. Skied into straightaway right. Right fielder is on the run. He's there and records the first out. So with that, let's call on the guys in the graphics department to put up the pitch speed comparison for the two starters. And neither of these guys are what you'd call flamethrowers, but still a respectable 93 and 90 is their two top speeds. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Al Lopez. First pitch of the at-bat. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball one. Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1. And a ball and 2 strikes to the Diamondbacks pitcher.
Hey, you think back to the early innings right there. You thought this guy would have been hitting his showers. A credit to him. He's been able to regroup, find his mechanics, and find a way to stay in this game.
And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4.
Well, you know, AL pitchers must love pitching in NL ballparks because all of a sudden they're only facing 8 legitimate hitters in the lineup instead of 9. Kind of makes you wonder why any free agent pitcher would ever decide to pitch in the AL, doesn't it?
Into the box, Tony Womack, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. The 1-1 is in there for strike number 2.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher right there, stealing a strike with that get-me-over breaking ball, and now he can get a little nastier with it in the dirt.
The 1-2. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
And I'll tell you, this is the last guy in the lineup you want to put on base for free. He's probably feeling a little salty after getting drilled, and he's got speed to burn, so look for him to try and make something happen out there.
Now here comes the Cleveland skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So he will curiously make his way to the dugout after what has to be considered a very brief appearance. Bob Feller answers the call from the pen here in the 4th as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. Standing in now, Craig Counsell, and he puts it on the ground to second. And how about that right out of the bullpen? A ground ball on 1 pitch, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Diamondbacks, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. At the plate, Larry Doby. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
The 1-0 home is a fastball taken high for a ball.
This is the cat and mouse that I love right here. You take the pitcher deep last time up. Now you're 2-0 again. No way he gets a fastball right here.
Now the 2-0. There's a ball ripped toward the gap in left center. Around first, he's digging for second. And the Tribe will get a man to second base on the leadoff double.
Absolutely scorched that base hit. Worthy of some show track love, and as you see it, it came off the bat at 110 miles an hour. That's definitely squaring a ball up.
Now at the plate, Al Rosen. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. And he takes ball one. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
Yeah, I think it's pretty clear they don't want to challenge this guy right here, but working around a guy can come back to bite you at times.
Doby leads off second with nobody out. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Calling for it, Sanders. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, first baseman, Vic Wertz.
Digging in, Vic Wertz. First pitch on its way. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. One out and a runner on second base. Fouled off. Here it comes on 0-2. And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Just tied him up with that last pitch. Pretty evident by the swing. Sometimes guys get in that protect mode so much that they're swinging at everything that they see, and they end up offering it pitches that they can't possibly do anything with.
In now, number 17, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Counsell ranging into the outfield. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Indians leave one. They still trail it here 3-1. Ready once again, Luis Gonzalez.
Leading off for the Diamondbacks, left fielder, Luis Gonzalez.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0.
That curveball is a pitch you have to get on top of, or else it'll take off just like that one did.
Now the 1-0. He's taken high above the zone.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were two stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Now the 2-1 pitch. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Two pitch is a fastball high, so it runs full 3-2.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And gone. An absolute bomb. A solo shot down the line in right. His second home run of the series, as the Diamondbacks have taken a 4-1 lead.
Now that one is definitely worth looking at again with our show track technology. It had plenty of distance to get out of the park, and you can see why when it's hit at 115 miles an hour. That's not something you see every day.
Stepping in now, Reggie Sanders.
Sanders.
Oh, it's off the third base bag. And that is a fair ball as this one's heading for the left field corner. And he is into second with a double, his third hit of the night.
He just smoked this ball right down the line. Take a look here. Hard to tell if it was fair or foul in real time, but you can see it flies right over the bag. Ump was all over it and made a great call.
Into the box, Danny Batista, as he'll lay off a curveball in the dirt for ball one. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Line hard, but this will be a foul ball. And he looks at one in there, 1-2. The 1-2 down the left field line and deep, and that will end up a foul ball.
When you have two strikes on you as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
Now another 1-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Doby on the move. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and head for third. And he'll make it up to third safely here with one away.
Now batting, third baseman, Matt Williams.
Ready for another shot now, Matt Williams. First pitch of the at-bat. Right over the middle, knee high.
Hey, I have no problem with that take right there. Reliever coming in, you haven't seen this guy for a while. Gives yourself a chance to calibrate what he's got.
Here's a breaking ball outside, and now it's even 1-1. Sanders takes his lead at third with one away. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1.
Wow, it just doesn't seem like he's being as aggressive as he was before he gave up that home run. Was throwing the ball great. Now it seems like he's a little bit more tentative throwing the ball across the plate.
Now the 2-1 pitch is in there for the second strike. The 2-2 one more time is looked at, and the count moves full.
Amazing he was able to lay off in this situation. Your eyes light up when you get something above the belt, especially with a man on third base.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Curveball, but a good job to lay off, and he works out the free pass.
I'm sure the manager is fine with that. He tried to entice him with that 3-2 pitch, but he didn't take the bait. First base was open, though, so he just needs to make a good pitch for a ground ball.
Here's the first pitch to him. Into center field, line drive, base hit. And they'll add one more to the lead. It's now a 5-1 ball game.
Yeah, Dan, he's got to feel pretty good about that. Not only did he have a great AB, first pitch hacking, but he smoked that ball to mix in a ribby knock.
Boy, he did. He must have had a pretty good plan of attack walking into that batter's box, and he had an idea of the pitch that he was going to get, and boy, he sure turned it loose and buggy whipped that one.
Standing in now, Damian Miller, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. The 0-1 delivery. This is line to left. That's in there, base hit. And a relay home, and he is safe at the plate as they open things further to 6-1 now.
Everything done right, Dan, on both sides, the defensive side and the offensive side. To send him, and the outfielder made a strong, accurate throw, but that runner was safe.
No doubt about it. That's one of those where you got to be aggressive as a third base coach. You know the outfielder has a strong throwing arm. You're taking a lot of things you're trying to get through a decision to send. A good send in a close play, but it all worked out.
Al Lopez shows bunt on the first pitch, but he pulls it back 1-0. Now the 1-0 misses the zone as he pulled the bunt back in time.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with two guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
The 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now.
It's amazing how guys can lose focus sometimes when the weaker hitters come up, especially the pitchers. You got to stay on the attack and minimize pitches and get these guys out in a hurry.
Boy, and somewhat shockingly, he's bunting on 3-0, but he gets it down. And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection.
The batter, number 5.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Tony Womack. He hits here in his spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5. Another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Lays off 1-0. The 1-0 is taken for ball 2. 3 runs already home here. And that's in there, 2-1. Here it is. Popped him up. Rosen is there, and the side is retired. So they pick up 3 runs on 4 base hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Diamondbacks 6 and the Indians 1. Digging in to try it again, George Strickland. He'll look to light a spark under this lineup that hasn't found the scoreboard since back in the 1st inning.
Yeah, and for me, the story has been the starting pitching they faced. It's been very difficult to rebound and, quite frankly, dominate after getting roughed up a bit in the 1st inning of a start. So I'll give him a lot of credit for what he's been able to do.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. First pitch is a fastball inside, 1-0. Line to shortstop, and there's 1 away.
The batter, number 4.
In now, number 4. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The 1-0 misses for the second ball.
That was one of the easiest takes he'll have all year, and it puts him in a great hitter's count. He's got to take advantage of this situation.
The 2-0 on the way. Finds the zone, strike 1. Now the 2-1. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Gonzalez giving chase. He can't get there in time, and now it hops over the wall for a ground rule double.
Pretty good swing right there as he drives this ball deep. One hops over the wall, and he could just walk into second base with a ground rule double.
Dave Hope will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 34, Dave Hope.
And he lays off there, 1-0. The 1-0 home. And a breaking ball runs in and gets him. And I doubt there was any intent behind that.
You always want to see the curve break a lot, but this one breaks a little bit too much. Comes all the way across the plate and nicks the batter.
Into the box now, Al Smith. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1. 1 run, 4 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for Cleveland so far. Lifted in the air to center. Batista is after it. 2 down.
The batter, number 1, second baseman, Bobby Avila.
Ready now, Bobby Avila. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that one stayed too low, apparently. The 1-0. Swinging a soft liner, and this will be put away easily for the out. Indians strand a couple. The lead remains 5. It's 6-1. Don Massey takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 12, Don Massey.
Digging in, Craig Counsell. He'll do battle with a new arm out there in their half of the 6th.
Craig Counsell.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. The 1-0. As a slider waved at and missed.
1-1.
Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
After that swing, you just got to reset yourself. You still have a strike to work with, and you can't be thinking about how silly you just looked on that last pitch.
The 1-2. Hit out towards second. Avila is there. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
The left-hander, number 20, Luis Gonzalez.
Digging in and looking for more, Luis Gonzalez.
And in that last at-bat, it makes you think this guy might have went up there looking for the breaking ball, because he certainly got a breaking ball, and he didn't miss it. Hit it right on the screws.
And that's in there for strike 1.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the brake, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And the slider stayed low, apparently, for a ball. Now some movement in the Tribe bullpen as a right-hander starts to loosen up. 6 runs, 9 hits. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. He cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. And there's a line drive base hit to left field. Running hard, he's digging for second. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
Yeah, some guys have the ability to rise the occasion, while some guys shrink away when it matters the most. Well, this guy is a gamer. He's been on fire since the postseason started, and after that hit, it looks like he doesn't plan on stopping anytime soon.
Into the box, Reggie Sanders, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. Trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. The 1-0. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Gonzalez, the runner at second with one away. And able to lay off the fastball away here. 2-1 now. And he lays off again, ball 3. And a good pitch there as they come after him, and the count goes full.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
Payoff pitch on its way. Hit sharply but foul down the right side. Another full count pitch on its way. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats in left. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at bat coming up. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with only one away.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
Now batting, Danny Batista. He flew out in his last at bat. First offering on its way. Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Well, you live by the sword, you die by it too. He went with an off-speed pitch down in the zone, and that's the risk you take there. The catcher can't come up with it, and 2 runners advance. Now they're both into scoring position.
Diamondbacks center fielder with a friendly 2-0 count.
Boy, this hole he's digging on the mound is all his doing. If you can't throw strikes, you're not going to be out there very long.
Here it comes, 2-0. 3-0 now. Matt Williams will be next. Here it comes, the 3-0. It is in there for strike 1.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Heading out towards shallow right. Right fielder has a beat on it. 2 gone. And both runners have to hold where they are, so call it a missed opportunity with 2 gone now.
Now batting, third baseman, Matt Williams.
Stepping into the box, Matt Williams. He's got an RBI despite an 0 for 2 effort to this point. He's set. Here it comes. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
1 out away from stranding that runner on third. So the last thing you want to do is throw a wild pitch and let him score. Nice job there by the catcher to knock that one down.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 2.
Hey, boys, you talk about getting your A swing off. That's what it looks like right there. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
The 2-2. Liner toward right center. And this ought to play a couple as this ball's down for extra bases. As he arrives at second without a play, as they also score a pair of runs on the play.
Usually a hitter will shorten his swing with 2 outs, but not this guy. He puts a big charge into this one and drives in a couple of runs along the way. That can be frustrating as a pitcher when you had a guy on the ropes and you couldn't finish him off, especially when he drives in runs.
Stepping in now, Mark Grace. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Pulled toward right center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. Heart of the order, 3, 4, and 5 coming up. It's the Diamondbacks 8 and the Indians 1. In now, Larry Doby. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
That's a fastball just a bit low here. He's behind 2-0 now. Now the 2-0 home. Fouled away. The 2-1 is strike 2 swinging. The 2-2 one more time. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck. The 2-2 one more time. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at bat. They got to be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little short on gas, so when you go up there and make him throw a bunch of pitches, you're more likely to get a good pitch to hit or at least force him out of the game.
And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
He's really struggled with his command in this game, no doubt about it, but to make things worse, he just lost one of the fastest guys in the ballpark.
Into the box now, Al Rosen. Here comes the first pitch. No balls and 1 strike.
All right, all you're asking for as an offense is a chance. Well, your leadoff man has certainly done his part. He's gotten on base. You have to start clawing back into this game right now if you're going to find a way.
Down the line and fair. That's a hit. The relay, and he's safe.
I'll tell you, that's one of the first good swings we've seen anybody put on this guy so far. He's been throwing the ball really well, but that was one of the few mistakes we've seen him make.
Standing in now, Vic Wertz.
And on the first pitch, he grounds foul.
0 for 2 for him to this point. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1. There's a strike.
Ooh, I'm shocked he took that pitch right there. That ain't plus 90s right there. That's mid to low 90s fastball in the honey hole. I'm surprised he didn't pull the trigger on that one.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. And there's the good curveball as he set down on strikes for the second time here tonight.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Into the box now, number 17, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. And he misses with it. 1-1.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. A play at the plate. The tag, and he's out at the plate. But he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out.
Sort of a daring move there going for the plate, but it didn't pay off. It was hit softly, but it gets scooped up quickly and fired home on target. Ideally, you want to go home like that on a ball that's hit beyond the pitcher's mound.
In now, George Strickland, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Looks at a changeup that catches the corner.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at-bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. High in the air out towards shallow right. Sanders is there. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Indians strand a couple. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Back here at Kauffman Stadium here in Kansas City. Game 6 moves on to the 7th inning now, but before we start, let's call on our game summary to show you how we got here. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Hal Newhouser is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Wally Westbrook will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. Standing in, Damian Miller. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
Catcher, Damian Miller.
First pitch on its way. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Pitch popped up. Wirtz is there for it. He's got it one away.
Now batting, the pitcher, Al Lopez.
Now in the box, Al Lopez. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Westbrook has a play. 2 gone.
The batter, number 5, shortstop, Tony Womack.
Ready now for the Diamondbacks. Tony Womack. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that one just missed outside. 2 out, nobody on. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Doby is underneath this one as he tucks this one away to retire the side. Diamondbacks down in order, and it remains an 8-1 ball game. In now for Cleveland, number 4. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
First offering on its way. A high fastball is in there. And now some action in that Arizona bullpen as it looks like they'll have both a lefty and a righty up to throw. A bouncer up the middle. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And a great job to stick with it here as he gets the first out of the inning.
Well, if you're going to bobble the ball, you have to hope it's when a guy is lumbering down the base pass. He's no speedster, so that was a good job to stay calm and make the recovery throw.
So striding in, Wally Westbrook. He's newly entered into the ball game, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. Here's the first pitch to him. Right over the middle, knee high. There's a changeup over the outside corner.
Well, he got the leadoff guy in the inning on a ground out, and now he's 0-2 to start this at bat. He looks really sharp so far to start the 7th.
Ready with the 0-2. And the changeup is way low that time. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Gonzalez moves over. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting, left fielder, Al Smith.
Now to the plate, Al Smith. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Now the 1-0. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball, 1-1. Two and 1 now to the Tribe's leadoff man. Next pitch will be number 100 for him now through 6 2/3. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Lifted in the air to center field. Moving under it, Batista. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Indians go down 1-2-3. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Stepping up now, Craig Counsell. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. This is foul for the first strike. The windup and the 0-1. This is on the ground over to first. Wirtz takes it in, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
Up next for the Diamondbacks.
8-1 our score as you look at our in-game line score. This one pretty much all over but the shouting. Digging in now, Luis Gonzalez, and he's got a shot at history here, but he'll need a triple to complete the cycle. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. Ball one. Not close. It's 2-0.
Well, that's another great hitting count here on 2-0. It's no wonder why they're up 7.
Here it comes, 2-0. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Bases are empty, one man out. The count now at 2-2. Here now the 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full. Reggie Sanders is on deck. Now here it comes. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
A lot of indecision there on that check swing, and that's something you see quite a lot on 3 and 2. When the difference between striking out and drawing a walk can be an inch or two, it's pretty understandable why guys aren't always aggressive with their swings.
Into the box, Reggie Sanders. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. High in the air down the right field line. And foul. 2 out, nobody on. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that the side is retired. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks, and it remains an 8-1 ball game. Number 56 takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch.
Number 56.
Stepping in, Bobby Avila.
Leading off for the Tribe, second baseman, Bobby Avila.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. No balls and a strike to count. Ball 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. This one's flared toward left center. Womack into shallow left. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. There's a look at the final line for the Arizona starter. And he really delivered a fantastic postseason performance. Digging in once again, Larry Doby, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. First delivery to him on the way. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. One out, nobody on. That's lifted the other way out to left. Gonzalez has a beat on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, third baseman, Al Rosen.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Al Rosen. They're quickly down to their final 4 outs here tonight. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Skied into very shallow right. Sanders moves over, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Tribe. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Art House is on to take over on the mound now, and he'll take over the cleanup spot in the lineup following the double switch. Hank Majeski is into the ball game as well as a part of that aforementioned double switch, as he'll take over in the number 6 spot in the lineup. Settling in now, Danny Batista. He's 1 for 4 for the game. First pitch coming. Here it is. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1.
He's going to have to make adjustment on that slider away. He can't just make it a non-competitive pitch and allow these guys to take. He's got to start that a little bit more over the middle of the plate to get that swing and miss on the outer half.
Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
Hit high and deep out to straightaway left. Smith going back on it, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. And a good way to start the 9th as he's in with a leadoff double.
Sometimes when a reliever comes in the game, he wants to get that first strike so bad that he serves one up, and that's exactly what happens here. The first batter he faces just rockets one off the wall, and now he's got to worry about another base hit, potentially bringing home a run.
Stepping in now, Matt Williams, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. Popped up. Avila is under it, 1 away.
First baseman number 17, Mark Grace.
Into the box now, Mark Grace. First offering on its way. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Smith waits on it, and that's the second out of the inning. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, catcher, Damian Miller.
Striding in, Damian Miller, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Missed with a slider. Batista at second with 2 down. Bounce to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1 left for Arizona, and it remains an 8-1 ball game. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Brett Prinz will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Rod Barajas is into the ball game as well as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch.
Leading off in the bottom of the 9th, first baseman, Vic Wertz.
Here's the first pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. The 0-1. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will get foul for strike 2. Now the 0-2 pitch. Left side, but well foul. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Now just trying to freeze him with the fastball there. Pretty close. It's 2-2. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there, and he struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
Standing in now, Hank Majeski. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. The 0-1. A ball and a strike. Popped him up. Counsell moving to his left, and he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, George Strickland.
Stepping into the box, George Strickland. And their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. Here's the first pitch. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. And he lays off the pitch down and away. Ball 2. Taken, called strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Last strike now for Cleveland. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking for the final out. That's a tough pitch to lay off. Impressive that he did.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Count still full, 3-2. Seventh pitch of the at-bat coming up. Swing, and he popped him up over in foul territory back behind third. And the Commissioner's Trophy is headed for the desert because the Diamondbacks have won the World Series.
Wow, World Series champions. The only thing that could have made this sweeter would have been doing it in front of the home crowd. But hey, they're not complaining, believe me. Now they can look forward to celebrating during the parade as they bring the World Series trophy home. What a moment for this team, this organization, and that city.
Back now on the show. It's all over, and you see the reactions there to the final out. And down on the field, we'll get a chance to watch the presentation of the Commissioner's Trophy to the new world champs.
The final line score for the ball game tonight: for the victorious Diamondbacks, 8 runs on 12 hits, no errors.